Hello everyone, welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Episode 4, Turnabout Goodbyes. We are on the final day, trial of the last episode in the first game in Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. This could potentially be the final part. So
find out.
We're going to figure out who's the bad guy. Definitely not Von Karma, despite the fact he said he was.
9:51 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2.
This is it. Judgment Day. Why are you making this so...
I've been too ruined by Ace Attorney memes. I saw the words "this" and like, oh no.
So
I'm not going to say what this is. It involves a different game, but it is...
is it one in the trilogy will I get to eventually learn?
No, it's in one of the spin-offs.
Dang it. Oh well. Today, things are going to get
spin-offs
so
someday. We'll think about that later.
A lot of things. Yes. What's the big deal?
Sorry, Nick.
What did she do, barrel roll in? Oh.
I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off my running with the stun gun yesterday. Oof. Imagine being that electrified. How are you still alive?
Good question.
Anyway, today's last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick.
Excuse me, she said anyhow?
I'm sorry, I can barely see the screen from here. I'll move it.
Yeah, thanks, Maya.
Ellipses!
Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope
We're
Von
all
Karma
gonna
doesn't
die.
push him too hard. What do you mean, dude? Von Karma's the bad guy.
Ellipses! I killed Daddy West! Whoa! Oh, what are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd just cheer you up and pat him back.
You're gonna stun everyone.
How'd you go?
Go to Von Karma.
Cheer up the bailiffs.
Sneak up on Von Karma.
Even better.
Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge?
Right. Good idea.
I would say stand under a cold waterfall, but I feel like that might end up killing you somehow.
Yeah, no.
Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. No, electrocute everyone!
Well, too late. Whoa, pal!
Oh, is this butts? Is this the butts? Oh, it's Gumshoe!
No, of course not. He said pal.
Oh, you're right, you're right.
Yeah, girl.
Detective Gumshoe, we have a lot to tell you.
We really do. Good morning, Mr. Edgeworth.
We were assaulted at your workplace with a stun gun, and we got property stolen from us. Do you want to fix that?
Yeah, and if you want evidence, she literally just electrocuted you because she's still discharging.
Yeah.
How's that for evidence? Good morning.
How did it go, Detective?
Have no fear. Promise to catch the runaway caretaker. Yup. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal.
Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. By the way, we have some really important things to tell you that happened to us!
Actually, if the shot had gone away, it might feel pretty good.
Oh, that's me! Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. That has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He doesn't remember. Or he does remember, and I'm going to prove it. It would have been funny if it said it doesn't. He doesn't remember, and I'm going to prove that he doesn't remember.
So, the case is over. Edgeworth's guilty. December 28th, 10 o'clock a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3.
To answer your question, yes, he is guilty. He was given the verdict.
Yes. Can't even argue with that.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Ellipses. The defendant is guilty, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready.
Man, that's not normal for Von Karma. See, even the judge is like, what? Ellipses. Right. Very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence.
I did so.
Ellipses? Why are you acting like a real prosecutor now? Come on, don't be odd and dissatisfied by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Conner, your statement.
Right. Detective Conner's the original caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense started caretaker was a murderer. And the caretaker just confirmed this. Alright, test defense cross-examiner is supposed to necessary.
Very well. This is still very uncharacteristic of you. Usually you wouldn't say we would need to cross-examine. Please bring the witness into the courtroom.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you'll remember a witness. This is about Ralph Upperlake from where he went to incident. In addition, the current husband reveals his identity.
Witness, why did you run away yesterday?
Objection! Witness never ran away and you will not testify.
I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony. Please just stay asleep. Oh.
But I gotta admit, staying asleep would have been a really funny testimony. Why I left court.
I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? Figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I need one of those motive things, right? I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is.
You think someone like him is capable of saying the word testimony?
No.
There's your contradiction!
Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi Bear from Yogaidr, and I'm going to prove it.
You may or may not be a sandwich delivery man.
Alright, so I'll just...
He has a pasta shop.
First things first, I have to prove this man is who he is. Do that and the motive will prove itself. Alright, so what's my evidence again? So we have the gun, the Mystic Fae photo, overhead map, which we really don't need at this point, I feel like. Same with the metal detector.
That's the metal detector, which is... I mean, that's obviously the most important piece of evidence.
Wait, I thought we lost all of our DL6 in evidence.
No, we lost all the Gordy evidence.
I know, but I thought Von Karma took away all of our DL6 stuff.
No, he took away the evidence that was in the evidence room. He didn't take what we already had.
Ah, okay. Let's see. I don't think this will tell me anything.
It's like, this was already submitted to the court. He would have a really hard time hiding it.
Yeah. DL6. This isn't gonna matter for us now. I guess I'll just press him for the time being, and we'll see what that does.
Sure.
Hold it! I call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony, and you realized you were in danger.
Objection! Relax. I'm Mr. Wright. We don't need to rush to conclusions. We're just without running away. Isn't it testimony?
He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. Von Karna and Yanni Yogi. I mean, Yanni Yogi's just passed out, you know.
I know this relaxed in decades.
Press him. I almost pressed the wrong button. Hold it! Then why did you leave?
Objection! Did you just say why? So Hufford is just quietly from his talking.
Yes, it is. If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes. Hold it! Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats those high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker shack? Well, I kinda got lost, you see.
Objection! We still remember you sometimes. When the police don't bring him, he's all the way back to his shack.
Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that.
I believe it.
I see. So he was lost.
See, Your Honor's a brilliant man. Wiser than his years. There's many, many years.
Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. Hold it! You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep. Seemed it was lacking. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory. You know exactly who you are.
No memory where he is. Is it good or not? You're trying to go proof.
How am I supposed to prove what's going on in the old codger's head? That's impossible.
Very well, please continue.
So I probably have to do something there on that line. So I'll just press him on this one last thing. Hold it! How can you say you had no motive? I say you do! You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right?
Objection! Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This was just a memory version from a couple years ago. He gets all correct as possible.
I had to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise he's going to say the same thing until the trial ends. Oh.
Okay.
Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes. Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing now, over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Yes.
Wait, listen. When did Maya come back? I thought she was still discharging.
Yeah, I did too. Good question. Maybe that was an accident. Who knows? Order! Order! Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor.
What is this interesting? I would like to know myself, but who is it?
Don't play dumb, Von Karma. You literally said who he was yesterday. Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name. Of course, it's Robert Hammond. No, of course, it's Gregory Edgeworth.
That wasn't helpful. I would say do it.
Yeah, I know, I would too. His name is Yogi, a former court bailiff. Ellipses. Yogi? That name seems familiar.
It should, Your Honor.
I feel like I'm being voiced by him. Ellipses. Oh! Yogi from the DR6 incident. Figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
One good thing. Just this. What? Haven't you proposed this game, Mr. Wright?
That unfortunate moment when I had the evidence.
This man is Yogi. Fascinating. However, I need to report the performance in the court.
Ellipses.
This is going to lock me, fellow. You need proof. And let me agree to it when he's lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Oh, she isn't here.
Nick! Oh, she's... Okay, good. Yeah, she's here. How are you gonna prove it? You prove he's young Yogi.
It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare the fingerprints to the file on file for Yogi 15 years ago. I see, that makes sense, but I don't think I can do that in one fell swoop. I think that might take a few days to figure things out, you know?
Last today's 30.
Huh?
I feel very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
He's gonna pull out a gun now and shoot us? Why?
A stun gun, maybe. Go in here, check your fingerprints.
What? What? No fingerprint? That doesn't even make any sense. Does he not have fingers?
As a matter of fact, he does not. Have you seen his fingers before?
You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. Burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yep. I don't think that removes your fingerprints.
I mean, it would have to be a very specific chemical applied in a very specific dosage.
Yes, very
It's a massive coincidence, but I can't solely rule it out.
What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity, which means we must give our friend the verdict of guilty. No!
What will you do, Mr. Wright?
Backflip.
Since the case been decided, no.
No! I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way.
There's no one who can try to know his witnesses. No one. Nick, what are you gonna do?
I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do?
From Mr. Wright. Perhaps you'd like crossing down with parent for no comic relief,
Actually...
Your Honor! I'd like to win!
Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Ellipses. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot?
What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to...
Your Honor!
Yes!
The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal!
Yes!
Take Mr. Von Karma up.
What proposal?
Exactly, Your Honor! I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot! Order! Order! What do you think, Mr. Von Karma?
You're not the boss, object!
Objection! Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested.
Redemptors. Well, fix our desperate, please be my guest.
Yes! Exclamation mark!
Yes! Yes! Of course, it's your orders. And that's the contract, and I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick? This is crazy!
No, it's not! You literally got, like, safe numbers and everything from this!
You're cross-examining a bird, you idiot! Well, so I got to feel the game.
I mean, there's
I
no
don't see
health
health bar.
bar. You know, come to think of it, this is a really stupid idea.
As a matter of fact, you're right. I've heard of desperate men grasping at straws. What is the pretender of men grasping at macaws?
That's a good one.
Okay, that was a good joke.
Think! Von Karma is perfectionist in all things. He probably rigged every piece of evidence and all the testimonies. If I can't do the unexpected, I have no chance of winning. Your Honor, I've thought about this proposal, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to cross-examine the parrot.
Yes!
Exclamation mark!
Yes! Ridiculous.
Bailiff, bring in the parrot.
Wow, Baedeker's so lucky the judge is an idiot.
Quack!
Any normal judge would have asked you to hand over your attorney's badge immediately.
That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name. The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well. Witness, who is your owner? Please testify for us.
Who is your owner? Amazing testimony. Have fun.
10 out of 10. Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far.
I agree.
Very, very well. Begin your cross-examination. Right.
What are you gonna do, Nick?
Ellipses. I don't know. What do we do, Maya?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna press him on everything.
Of course you are. As you should.
Well, first we gotta know this.
Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi.
Easy. Hold it! Witness! Can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her.
This is ridiculous and I love it. Right, what do I say?
What is the safe number? Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe.
Huh? The safe? Why?
Let's just try to get to say anything, okay?
Holly, what's the number of the safe in the shack?
What did you wait? What did
Ellipses. My, what a reckless parent. Now everyone knows.
Everyone in the gallery knows, yes.
Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker.
Actually, it does.
It does. That's why I had her say it.
Huh? Ridiculous. I'm gonna reject those from the caretakers. Georgia proof. Look at most likely to do the caretaker is right-handed.
Take that! There's no health bar. Admittedly, I didn't think you had anything to show us. And now I see I'm right. How could a safe number reveal someone's identity? Oh, I think that was the wrong thing to show him.
What's gonna happen now is right.
The witness may continue her testimony.
Okay, so I think that's actually the correct thing to do. So obviously we're doing everything else first.
But wait, can I press her on this? Hold it! Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me.
I'm trying to believe you're speaking to the parrot.
Well, I should try to get some information out of her.
Okay,
That's
so
lovely.
yeah, I'll press.
Wait, so what are the other two options?
Have we
What's
forgotten?
your name?
As I recall, 2 days ago.
Polly. Polly! Have you done something?
I'm gonna yell this! What?
I need Polly to say that here. I'll prove that the caretaker had something to do with Deal 6.
Polly? Have you forgotten something?
Lift this! Lift this! Hello! What?
Ellipses exclamation mark. That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot! Something we forgot?
Hello!
It's not working, Nick. She won't say it.
This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it?
Doesn't matter, Mr. Wright.
Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he?
I
Did
will
he train
protect
her?
this whole place.
Did he train her not to respond to when we asked her if we'd forget anything?
Well, there's one more option.
I like how the what I thought was gonna be a complete joke option ended up being
The correct one.
yeah. Maybe I should get her to say her name.
Polly? Polly, what's your name?
Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot's name is Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? Of course it does! Yes, it
It
does!
actually does. But
Ellipses!
Ha! Fascinating. Don't break single proof of whose identity. The Joseph's proof.
Nick, I don't think you're taking the bluffing a little too far.
Listen, We're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot name reveals the caretaker's identity is... What is
The
it?
parrot itself!
Take that! Mr. Wright, I would hope you have learned this by now. Making random guesses here is a waste of court time. Uh-oh, not again. And that is all. Witness, continue your testimony.
Alright, so I guess you're gonna have to do both the name and the what's the safe number.
Let's start with the safe number.
Alright.
1228. Especially because the music dips here, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see if there's anything... 1228. Wait, isn't that the date that the DL6 incident happened?
Is there anything that says that it is?
Um...
Because anyway, it's probably on the...
Aha, 1228. Right here.
Well, there you go.
Take that!
DL6 case file. What is the substance you have that case?
Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to the safe number?
It was the first page, so it's the summary.
Yeah. It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And that number on the safe, and the number on that safe is 1,228. Ah. He used that date of the DL6 incident as your number for his safe, Your Honor. I rest my case. Arrest him.
Of course.
That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates.
Objection! Well, this is not tangible proof. That's on my ATM card number 0001 because I'm number one. It has nothing to do with the date. Nothing.
Thanks for telling us your ATM card number.
Hey, Mayo, would you like to run out for a few minutes? You're still good at stealing anyway.
Yeah! Alone, it is a little weak for an evidence in a murder trial. We need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I gonna find that? Ugh.
We're getting closer. One more. We just get one more piece of evidence.
Right. But what? Very well, witness. Okay, so this is where we probably have to go ask for the other thing.
Yeah, now he needs to go ask her name.
Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Of course. So I assume this is probably somewhere in here too. This is the case summary, victim data. It's a defense attorney. Was fired twice. Yogi. Polly
there you go.
Jenkins. There we go.
That is a massive coincidence.
Sus-
You know what?
Yeah. Take that! The DL6 case file.
Objection! That's quite a large file you have there. Which is proof on then?
I don't know, it's kind of a small file actually.
Don't stop at your time.
Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this apparently large file is the information connected to the parrot's name? It's on the suspect data page. Ellipses, question mark? This page is all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly. Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible.
Objection! Well, mere coincidence, that's all. My granddad is a dog equals Phoenix. What was the Phoenix like? Does that make you my granddad's fiancé?
Yes. No, I take it back.
She's only 7 years old.
That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here.
Just a mere coincidence, that's all.
True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seem more than like a pattern to me.
What are you saying?
I'm saying you're going to jail, Von Karma.
No!
Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. I'm asleep. Witness, tell us your name.
Objection! Wait! The prince doesn't remember.
No. It's okay. Ellipses. He's standing up straight
That's
now.
scary, actually.
I've accomplished what I've wanted to do. I'm done.
Nick, he looks so different.
This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order! 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 Yanni Yogi, you realize this is a big, illegal thing you've just done.
Not to mention you have a massive bit of perjury on your name, and you probably committed murder.
No, he did commit murder, not probably. So it was you who killed Robert Hammond, and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death. Ellipses. Yes, it was me. I did it. Ellipses.
Well, now there's no avoiding it. Now he's definitely committed murder.
They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, you said I was mentally unsound. You told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Ellipses. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Despite the fact I just admitted I committed a crime. Murder at that. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit, I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
So, is Von Karma still gonna try to act like Edgeworth is guilty?
So, Von Karma, you lost. Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi?
Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in this confession.
Then, the defendant, Miles Edgeworth is...
Heart attack, in this case at least.
Very well. Would the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Despite the fact that at this point it really doesn't matter. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I'd like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? Ellipses.
Ellipses?
I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Yay, confetti! I like to imagine they actually have confetti too. Just ready.
No, well, not the best part. It's actually proven canon who's been throwing it after every trial. It's Gumshoe.
Nice.
I love that.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Objection!
I think that was Edgeworth. Did someone
was.
say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means no. Cheetah Man. Oh, my controller.
Cheetah Man!
I'm trying to press forward, but my controller keeps unplugging.
Oh no!
Stop it! It's the third time in a row. There we go.
Your Honor! I'll give you a judgment!
I like how he's doing his objection point. He's pointing at Phoenix.
Yes, he is.
Whoa, what do you mean?
I'm under this at all! Phoenix Wright is a dirty liar! As we have heard, Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. What? Revenge for what? Nick? I think this man confess. He's gonna say he's guilty. Don't tell him he was the murderer in DL6 incident. I'm gonna tell him he killed his own dad.
Uh-oh, what do I do?
Obviously, we're gonna leave it to Edgeworth.
No, I'm sure Edgeworth thought about this one long and hard. I mean, there was no help for. This isn't my place to interfere.
Nick, are you sure?
There's nothing we can do about it. This is his problem now. Wow!
Wow, we're jerks. For 15 years, I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean in the incident where your father died?
From the distance of a shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. I did it. I killed Daddy. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I'm guilty of DL6. The statute of limitations which ends today. The culprit is me. Why am I pointing at my defense attorney?
Yeah! Why are you pointing at me?
You Phoenix.
Order! Wait, why would he say screw you? We're the ones who let him do it!
Seriously?
This is certainly unexpected. The defendant, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitation runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
Bruh! Don't finish. We'll let you trial right here, right now. Treasure was gone 15 years ago.
I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. I am the judge and I don't know what to do. Look at my funny hat.
I am. It's great.
And during this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned for 5 minutes.
Just enough time to go to the loo.
That's probably what he's gonna do.
December 28th to 24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all your effort. Oh, let it please. Mr. Edgeworth, I don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. You are 9.
Yeah,
It
seriously.
was unattempted. Seriously. This is crazy.
Just crazy!
Especially if this was if this truly does take place in America, even if it's just this first game, isn't there like the whole juvenile like charges and stuff and self-defense and all
Yeah.
that? There's like a lot of different things, you know.
I mean, I don't really know if this would qualify as self-defense, but Juvenile charges, definitely. Ellipses. Ellipses question. Nick, what are you doing?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just thinking about using the lube.
Of course.
I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. 5 minutes.
Of course. Your case? For what?
Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
Ellipsis question mark?
So I got my voices mixed up, but I'm not doing it again.
What are you talking about, pal?
You just admitted to it! Well, you confessed that you did it. In court.
I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare.
What?
It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove your innocence. Trust me.
Right.
Phoenix Wright.
I already admitted to guilt. December 28, 2:13 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial.
George! Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let's begin by hearing his testimony. Let him go pointless. Or do not pass the course of examining. Dr. Accommodations of jail suggestion around that today. Don't take advantage over me, but Dr. Run is by the book.
I see. And does the defense have any objections? Objection!
Of course we do! He's guilty!
No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
Yeah, how long's the video been going so far?
Only 40 minutes, actually.
Because we're only around the 20-minute mark of this hour-long video that I'm using as a reference.
We'll be fine.
We're ready to state your profession. Again.
Miles Edgeworth, I'm a prosecuting attorney. Or, well, I was. I don't think I'm going to be allowed to stand in court again after this.
Regardless. A few years ago, you're taking a church of Father Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
Ellipses. It is correct.
Dr. Ivan's back to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Can you tell us about it?
Please, please. The DL6 incident witness testimony. That day, I'd gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in an elevator. My father, Mr. Yogi, lost his composure and began to argue. It was really annoying. I was trying to read children's books. Just then, something very heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all.
And until now, you thought this memory was a dream.
Well, we were stuck in the elevator for 5 hours. We were all hallucinating. The oxygen in the elevator ran out. And I lost my memory of the events.
Same claim Mr. Yogi has made.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor.
The DL6 incident cross-examination. No, I'm so guilty, look at me!
There it is!
I'm guilty, Daddy.
One part of that testimony contradicts the evidence, but I don't know what it means. I'd better find out, and quick. Okay, well let's look at our DL6 incident stuff. I guess the case file. No clues found on the scene, okay. Trapped in the elevator, returning 1 bullet. Found in the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Aha! Fired twice.
Given how the beginning of this case worked, that doesn't necessarily mean anything right now.
Yeah, I know, but I'm gonna see if I can, I think they did say there was just one gunshot. Picked up and
But
threw
then I
dead.
picked something with the Yogi.
Okay. There were, yep, see? A single
Single gunshot.
gunshot. Objection! See, there's no music now. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot?
Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shots and the scream. Then everything faded. Once the conscious of the rescuers came.
I see. Guilty. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't.
Because that's why they go to the judge for a second there.
Yeah. Look at this file one more time. It plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
Objection! You do enjoy right down the file, don't you? I don't think this is evidence that 3,000 pages done. Which makes you object to Miles Edgeworth's testimony.
Look at the victim data in this file. It says quite plainly the murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot?
See, are you trying to imply that they didn't check the gun for fingerprints?
Yeah, exactly. It was 15 years ago, though. Maybe they didn't have the technology at the time. Or good enough technology. Was there, perhaps, another shooter who fired that second shot?
Objection! You are not perfectly aware. This is a occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. Pistol was fired twice. However, we don't know when the second shot was fired.
Von Karma did it.
It might have been fired for an incident. There's no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident.
What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Well, not really. It was fired by the ground, probably.
I mean, sort of Edgeworth, sort of not.
Yeah.
I don't see a health bar!
Do you have any other proof? No. Or I could have shown him my beautiful attorney's badge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Grr.
All you want is proof.
I didn't think of that. I, don't have the proof.
That's as suspected.
Because Von Karma stole it! Given that all this happened 15 years ago, it's doubtful any proof remains.
Nick, look at this.
The court record?
Look, doesn't this make you think?
Whoa, she's right! It does make me think! That is strange. Your Honor, I think I'll be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible! No!
Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. Do you have any evidence that the second fire in the pistol is related to this incident? I mean, there was two shots fired, or well, there was three, but...
That's the wrong gun.
Do I have the actual other gun? Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident?
Yeah, we don't know if that's the first or second firing, so the bullet's not gonna help.
Yeah. There is a gunshot on the window there.
It's something.
I don't know if that'll be it necessarily yet. Let me look at my other stuff to be sure. One bullet on heart. Time in elevator, memory loss. After his arrest, fiance, but yeah, doesn't matter. Polly is not going to be anything. These two, not with this case. This is
Yeah,
nothing.
so everything else here is involved with the case on Gold
Yeah.
Lake, so that's not gonna help you.
I think I'm just gonna go with the
Go with the picture. Yeah.
yeah.
It was something!
Yeah. Take that! Look at this
Look at
photograph!
this photograph!
This is a photograph of the scene of the crime,
That's the judge.
15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory
Still
Edgeworth.
the judge.
This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. Ellipses. So, let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. And I'll show him the bullet hole.
Obviously, the contradiction is Edgeworth's face! Rub it into the judge's face!
There's no health bar.
Might as well!
It's here, I think.
It obviously is.
You mean the victim, Gregory Edgeworth. Gregory Edgeworth
Yes.
was shot once, and he died, as we can see here. What's strange about that? Maybe I need to be more specific here. Once more, please. Clearly, it was, the close button. Obviously.
Of course.
Nah, I'll just show them the actual thing. Take that! As it should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol, yet there was also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. And it was you, the judge!
No, you're right. It was me. I'm going to jail now.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went through Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out? In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else possibly be? The murderer, of course!
So, Yanni Yogi.
Objection! Ellipses. A new detective in 41 fashion take on that hat. Mr. Wright. Look at what else is in their case file. Look closely. Try to case summary page.
So you go straight to the pages. He doesn't force you to ask.
Yeah, the case summary. That's on page 1.
What was written there? Not a single clue is found in the scene.
Well, that's because they did a shitty job.
Probably.
Ellipses! Exclamation mark.
There was an earthquake too. There's probably rubble all over the place.
Yeah.
But the person wanted that you fired 2 times. Near the bullet would have been discovered on scene.
He does have a point.
Second bullet is never found. Why? The second bullet does not exist. The bullet came to your Edgeworth's life was on fire by his own son, Miles Edgeworth. Let's do this matter. The whole truth. There's a dog who's going to take out some man. The bullet told him the door.
Why'd he turn into a dog? Order! I will have order! Ellipses. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. The murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So, all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim.
I pray to God for his wisdom in his matter.
Gah! How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident?
What are you doing, Nick? You're giving up already. It's my turn to give up, not yours. Why aren't you raising an objection?
Ellipses. I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick?
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No. You said you do it, Nick. You said you get Edgeworth declared innocent.
Ellipses. I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick?
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Exactly. Woof.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Even though you're technically still guilty. Have you...
Actually, he was given not guilty verdict. He hasn't... So that original guilty verdict was overturned.
True, you're right. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No, I do not. Actually, yes, I do. I have every objection. I am super guilty. In fact, I have killed every victim that's ever existed, even before I was born.
It was all me. So you killed your father, though it was not your intention.
Ellipses. Yes, I did. Ellipses. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt. Ellipses. Well, he already did accept the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here.
Right now. Woof.
Indeed. I don't know why you're a dog, but whatever. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying. My mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Hellfire.
No objections. Every lead I thought I had been squashed. This is really the end. Edgeworth, I'm sorry. I closed my eyes. What was it that I had been doing all this time?
What are you fighting for?
Wasn't my whole life leading up to today. But now that I'm here, I know I failed. Mia, I'm sorry. Bad end. No. She flashed for 1 second. No.
I didn't see anything.
Oh, she flashed again.
Not yet. Yeah, I saw my flash again. Not yet?
Exclamation marks! Huh? Maya?
What? Okay, it's not Mia that time.
Yeah, that's Mia.
Object. Your only weapon. Are you okay, Nick?
What's happening to me? I have to think. Wait, don't think. Act. Objection! Your Honor! Your Honor, I object!
That was objectionable?
Woof.
Finger wagging. Mr. Wright, all grabs the objection.
Oof.
Nick?
I don't know. His case is perfect.
Oh no. How did I hear that?
Grah! I'm a monster! Oh, she flashed again for a
It
second.
must exist. I didn't see it that time. I mean, granted, I'm only seeing like half or maybe even a quarter of the frame rate. But
Yeah.
The second bullet.
Exclamation marks. What? What did you just say?
Nothing. I'm just standing here.
The second bullet must exist? But where?
Someone took it?
Yeah, that was her.
Someone took it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still can't see it.
Ellipses. It seems waiting is not going to produce any answers for us, Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor! The second bullet, it existed. What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist.
And we also showed you proof that it did exist!
That is true. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer!
Objection! Woof! The murderer! Tell us who is the murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet. But why? What do you mean, but why? Huh?
Honestly, it was incriminating.
Yeah. First of all, how would they have found it? It's not that easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? The murderer didn't.
I don't see a health bar.
Why would the murderer have to spend the time looking for a stray bullet? Well, that's to, you know, make the scene look... God, everyone here is so stupid, but I love it.
Everyone here's an idiot. I wouldn't want any other way.
I haven't got
Also,
a
like, can we get Polly back? The real best witness?
I agree. What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
The murderer had no reason to take the bullet. We don't want him to it's true.
Had to take it.
Had to take it? The murderer. What does that mean?
You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing.
But it's not stupid enough so you need to do it.
Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take the bullet. Had to? Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Well, for instance... For instance, what? And my controller unplugged. Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer?
Huh.
The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right here. You know?
You have someone yelling in the background.
Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head. But what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murder, the murderer themselves was shot. And they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime. Yes, I guess that's how it would work. Yeah. But there's a problem with that.
Actually, there's several problems, but okay, let's just focus on the one.
The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and young Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside. Yeah.
Okay, so are we gonna ignore the fact that nobody found a giant blood spill outside the elevator?
Yeah. Of course.
That's kind of a problem.
The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it.
Okay.
The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known.
Wait, you mean there's a more unpredictable prosecutor? Well, we gotta change that.
Seriously, I can tell
We got something to Parrot today.
I can tell you're grasping, but I cannot deny the possibility of what you're saying.
Objection! What do you say? Deny it! Deny it! Both witnesses were wounded. There's a murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
I just noticed something really crazy.
Crazy? I don't know what crazy is.
Remember what Mr. Gusberg said yesterday?
Now, Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Oh, wow!
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecution. Or prosecuting.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock?
But took it because he was injured.
Which would mean...
Can only mean one thing.
He was murdered in the DL6 incident!
He was the man who
That's so
shot Gregory
coincidental.
Edgeworth.
It was Von Karma! That's such a major stretch!
Oh, man! Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? I'm gonna say it now.
I don't see how far.
Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Lifters.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaky.
Huh?
The what?
It's pretty sure that's supposed to be a W.
Von Karma. No, it's supposed to be like the what? Like, as in V what?
Von Karma? Never! He's an angel, a saint, just look at him! Isn't that the same face of a saint?
You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there?
Bah!
You don't object?
Woof! I don't need. Why on this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
I'm ignorant from the internet. Fascinating.
That was a long fascinating for me. Jeez.
Prove it! I don't need a doctor, no. Ready to go into my fish. I'm Mr. Right. Stop it.
Erk.
Nick. Find out who this doctor is. It's no use.
Edgeworth.
I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He would not ever leave that doctor alive. He probably didn't undergo surgery. Don't leave a doctor as a witness.
So we killed him. Grr, nobody's that perfect.
Except for Von Karma. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane.
No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Ellipses. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where?
That's right. You put evidence to prove a shot.
Show
I don't
evidence.
see how far.
Alright, Von Karma. I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much.
But what?
The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is clearly my attorney's badge. Wait, does it? Okay, so this...
No, that's from
Yeah.
Gregory Edgeworth. That's not Von Karma. Obviously, your attorney's badge! I know it, and I'm not gonna say it until you really need it. You have your death counter set up just in case, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, cause you haven't gotten anything wrong yet.
Well, it still has ballistic markings, you know?
If you're feeling it, try it.
I'm feeling it. Take that!
What exactly is that?
Sorry.
Spark if you would.
Right, penalty?
Oh, he's back here, he's spineless.
Really not sure how I managed to make it this far. Mr. Wright, please reconsider your evidence. Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, you added to the death counter, right?
Yes.
Okay, I can't see it or hear it, so... I see nothing in there about One Karma,
Yeah.
or even the Salter.
Definitely was Polly. Oh, dude, I'm at a... Wait a minute! Wait a minute! There's no way. It can't be this ridiculous. I'm doing it. Take that! Von Karma. No way! This can't be it! Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where's that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. Ellipses! Exclamation mark. You don't mean... I do. There's a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. But I have this big metal detector! Is that even possible for all these years? Yes, you'd probably get some sort of poisoning, potentially, depending on what kind of bullets it is, but you know, yeah.
Yeah, that's not even putting into account the fact that you would have been bleeding all those years. Yeah, no, you'd be a dead man.
Yeah, well...
Years ago.
Yeah, especially because he had no medical treatment. Because I was gonna say, I know Theodore Roosevelt was shot, and he had a
but he
left in him forever. But yeah, he went to the doctors.
He was treated.
Yeah. Well, there's one way to find out. We can use this metal detector. I don't know why, but I find this really funny. You just pull out a metal detector. Well, Von Karma.
It's not any sillier than cross-examining a stupid bird.
I'm gonna run this over you to see what we find.
I refuse.
You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? Order! Your Honor, the defense requests that we allow to use the metal detector!
Objection! No, this is this trial. This is invasion of privacy.
Objection! The statute of limitation runs out the case today! It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now! Enough! Calm down, dog. I permit the use of the metal detector on this human being. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean?
I don't know, but we've got to give it a shot. I just imagine him laying on the ground, honestly, and just people are just like...
Ellipses. Beep, 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 beep.
It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. Bullet. Ellipses. Mr. Von Karma?
Ellipses? You? It was you!
Ellipses. What if this would happen? Turn me silent.
Ellipses, question mark?
Indeed, there's a bunch of us over. However, if I do this instead,
What?
I'm gonna still run for justice incident. I really haven't done my water. I can inform you as I like to deal 6.
Then why did you resist? But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
Prove? Figure back in. I have no obligation to prove anything. Mr. Wright must prove something here. Ruff, not I.
Mr. Wright, well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from the DL6 incident?
Of course I can't. You never need original 6 evidence.
That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday.
But don't prove you can't convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No. I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What? Ah!
You were close. 1 day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof!
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof! Well, obviously it's the metal detector.
Obviously it's probably the Parrot.
Yeah, you know, when in doubt, it's the attorney's badge, though.
Maybe it's Maya's mother.
That's what I was thinking. But it doesn't say anything that I could really... You know, whatever, I have enough to do it. Take
I
that!
was joking!
Nick? If it's your final proof, don't you think she's a little better?
Huh? You mean that was the wrong evidence? Everyone looks
Yeah,
kind
no
of
kidding,
puzzled.
stupid!
Mr. Wright.
Objection!
Oopsies. Oh, he's really mad.
I think you better dig out the right evidence, and quick!
Alright! Yeah, you got this one. This is the real evidence.
This time, really!
What could it be? What could it be? Clearly, it was this. I mean, it still marks. It still had. Yeah, it was taken from his heart. You know. Is this even? Is there even a shot to his heart there? I can't even tell.
I can't either. It looks more like it's around his neck or shoulder, if anything.
I know, right? I doubt it would be this. Especially because we know.
Obviously, your attorney's badge!
Obviously, it's not the bullet. Cause what would that prove? Obviously, it's not this.
I don't see any faces!
It's true. I don't. Is it bad that I'm drawing an actual blank right now?
Like, I'll help you out if you get down to your final hit. For now, you can keep going.
Where's my final proof? And it links. Okay, hold on. Let me just think. Okay. Let me just think. I really have to think. Pistol!
Nick, you're really stupid, aren't you?
Shut up!
Objection!
I'm like drawing a blank. Hold on. Let me think. This was the next was the real evidence, okay? Link the bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. Okay, so I had to link it to the DL6 incident. Location, elevator, no clues. One bullet, heart. What was the last thing I presented? I actually forgot already. It was the gun,
The last thing
right?
you presented was the pistol, then before that you tried presenting Misty Vase for a while.
I mean, he's shooting him in the shoulder, right?
Yeah. Or at least the arm.
Yeah. That's it. I'm drawing. I hate that I'm drawing.
You're really stupid, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. It's the bullet. You even mentioned why it's the bullet, and you still skimmed over it.
Was it the
bullet.
ballistic markings?
Yes.
Really? That's. But it said it was in the heart. Wait a minute. A bullet?
Where did you get that?
It's the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact.
Ballistic Mockings? I remember those. We talked about this before.
You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked from that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate.
Yes. Indeed, it is quite accurate.
I guess my mind was so fixated on they took it out of his heart that I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We can analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings match, then my controller unplugs. It would have, both the bullets had fired from the same gun, the very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet and solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? He just had a heart attack.
That scream! I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know!
Help, I can't breathe!
Yeah, it's ears.
Quiet!
Stay quiet!
That makes it easier.
Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Stop breathing my air!
No! Get away! You knife my father!
Bang!
Bang!
I want.
Even back then, he was still part dog. It's a scream I heard in the elevator. 15 years ago. One comma, it was you who screamed.
Yeah, at least he's pointing in the right direction.
Yeah, go figure.
Mr. Von Karma?
What do you want? You're the fireman.
So it was you.
You and your father. Oh my god.
He's gonna kill himself. Somebody stop him.
Your father gave me the penalty on my record. And you discovered will never fade. I'll bury you. Bury you, my friends. Death, death.
15? Oh, that's
15 years earlier.
Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry.
I guess I'll leave it on you.
Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I would never have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you.
Wait, so he knew? Chief Prosecutor knew?
I was careless.
I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time.
So he did know. Okay, so where's the Chief Prosecutor? Where can we arrest them?
Yeah, maybe he's dead.
Let's do this question mark.
I mean, it has been 15 years.
Edgeworth! Chocolate none I'd ever known. Me? Penalized. It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in darkness. The darkness! In the court records room. Mr. Warren, I was not thinking where it was going. When was Mr. Black? The lights have gone out. I went out of the hall and on my way to the elevator. First of all, nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. Bang! Ah! I was a brain, a whole bunch of brain and all that. Just then, let's see if I got the elevator door open for my eyes. I saw the people outside, all lying unconscious from marks of deprivation. Was I surprised to lay my feet? I knew then, it was destiny. Since moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious.
Alright, so let me get this straight. It still, technically speaking, was all Edgeworth's fault.
In a way, yeah. He did. Technically, he did shoot Karma.
Yeah.
He died. Now no longer shot him. Later spoke to our media blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Fool! Just another man who would come to open the elevator door. George,
What?
what are you doing? Do your job. Bring it to this visitor's rod. Now, end it.
Seriously, please. My voice is dying.
Very well.
Way too much on Karma, too short a time span.
It appears that we have come to a very long way to the end of this maze, 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor.
You were innocent. Kind of. You are innocent. Kind of.
Kind of, ellipses.
As you said, it was all a nightmare.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, double not guilty.
I go to let fly, yeah! Oh, you did it, pal. You're so proud of you. You are the killer after all.
That is all. This court is adjourned. Also, you're guilty, Mr. Von Karma.
December 28th, 5:38 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Nick, we did it. You see his face? Karma looks even paler than usual. Pretending to be able to cope inside, you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. Gotta say, I'm impressed.
Heh, it was all me. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we had it.
I don't know, I was on the verge of just tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory. Ellipses.
So it's finally over, Edgeworth.
Ellipses. Why'd you say that under your breath? It's like you said really over. Right.
Yeah.
Ellipses. I'm not sure how to say this. Oh, I know. Thank you. I already paid your bail. I see. Ellipses. Thank you, Wright. I'm working on it, really.
You're welcome. I love you, man.
I think you've done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth.
She's got you there.
Whoop! Amazing, pal. Just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I hope you won't, pal. It's an ass party. Dinner's on me. I can actually afford a party. The other salary went down a bit this month. Who cares?
I mean, you still get paid a lot.
Does he? He literally, he lives in a shack and he's eating instant noodles. Does he get paid for that?
Ah, true.
Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a listen from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Ahem. Woo! Oopsies. I feel foolish. I feel foolish. Oh, don't worry. Take a little time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all!
Oh, you again? Oh, Lana, what are you still doing here? I thought you were arrested.
Y'all were great in there. No, she was just taken out of the park for doing stupid stuff. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats.
Thank you all very much.
Edgeworth's like, I don't know what to do. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there.
You were the witness of the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones. Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lana? Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? I literally told you I was gonna do this, you idiot.
He really is an idiot.
Question mark?
He's also apparently one of Kurt's granddaughter's dog.
Yeah, apparently.
And fiance.
Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh?
Yo, dude! Sober, Nick! I'm sober!
Why had a sad face, Larry? What happened now?
Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world.
Did you commit murder again? You don't look sick.
It's fiance! She's gonna go live in Paris, Nick! She's leaving me behind again!
Should have seen that coming.
Yo, Edgy, there you are! Oh yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy! You're giving me a celebration! Celebration? That's unusual for you.
You still haven't paid me.
Oh, I haven't heard you in a long time. Harry Butts, come on, try to my creep pal. What? Thanks, looking forward to it.
He's not gonna come, he's gonna forget.
Yo, Nick. Let's do the question B. When he says street, that's not police not prison free, right? Right?
I think he'll be fine, Larry.
I don't know if you can afford anything more than prison food, to be honest. Right.
Yeah, what's up?
The envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it.
Oh yeah, it's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes.
It's $38, right?
Huh, but what a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. Ellipses. $38 exactly!
Nick? That's not exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen Mr. Edgeworth in school.
$38! No! No! Larry, it was you!
What are you so surprised about, right? You literally just said it.
Huh?
Larry was absent that day from school, right? That doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. Also, he was still there after all. Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. And he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I was never good at history!
God damn it. Ellipses. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you?
I suspected. I just kept picturing Larry protecting you like you did that day. Everyone else is saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember?
Yeah, too well. Well, that's 3 cases solved today.
Right, you may not know this, so we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the bus.
Yeah, I know.
Right, yeah, it just smells usually me, dude. Really, right? I'm fucking figure it out. The shoes and kids turn up and say.
Edgeworth.
Sorry, I thought it was right for some reason.
You should have told me!
How new, Nick? It was 15 years ago. I think statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth. I'd say so, yes.
God damn it.
There you have it, dude!
Grr. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Also, you still haven't paid me for my defense attorney money!
Well, you've always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, you get worked up too easily, too.
The death sentence for both of you. Man, if only I'd known, I'd become a prosecutor.
Same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought it might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor and plotted to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all.
Edgeworth.
Want to switch right?
Sure.
Second give me Miles Edgeworth, the attorney.
Hey y'all, line up, I'll take a photo. You just have to make a loud clap.
Let's go. You have to lay it on me.
Oh, you have to pay for another film, real film, for clapping in advance. Gosh darn it. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in
December 29th, 5:02 a.m. Wright and Co. Law Offices.
Why is it 5:02 a.m.?
Because it's the next morning.
I know.
Clearly, Phoenix is waking up from his hangover.
Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My
Yes,
head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter?
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I want to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I want to help you. I couldn't. I was useless. So I decided to go back to my training. I'm a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
Bye.
Bye. Ditching you.
Goodbye? What time is it? Gah! The first trains for the mountains have already left! To the station!
Do we even know what time it is? I'm just gonna assume the Phoenix teleported here.
Yeah, I mean, he can't drive. Ellipses.
Either
Yes.
that or somehow there's this weird combination of Gatewire Hotel, Wright Co. Law offices, and the train station. All right next to each other.
Well, of course. I guess I'm too late. Ellipses.
Hey, what are you doing here? Nick?
Maya!
Ellipses.
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 So, you're leaving?
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
It's hard being a spirit medium. We can talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Hold it! Wait!
What?
Ellipses. I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh? What's that regrettable noise?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her voice. It was Mia's voice.
You heard my sister? I'm pretty sure you were just hallucinating.
Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Oh, that's my sister for you. Dr. Gumshoe helped, Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. It's useless, Nick. I couldn't even find a waterfall.
But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did is wander around in days.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped!
Here's my daddy's badge! Evidence? Take that! You didn't even think about it.
Take that!
Oopsies. Huh? Sorry, Nick. I guess I don't understand.
No, now I think about it, I don't understand this evidence either!
It's okay, you don't have to try and cheer me up. But one day I'll come back and be useful, I promise.
I bet the real option was to show her mom.
No, the option was the bullet, because she got it from Von Karma.
Oh, true.
So, this is it?
See you soon, Maya. Bye.
See you in like 4 games or something.
In the next 4 games or in 4 games?
In 4 games, obviously. In the game that doesn't even have Phoenix in the title.
Yes. So my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. The same old crazy cast of characters.
Huh? Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur.
Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. I got a bad feeling about this. Objection! Please tell me it goes to credits from that. Yes! So I guess that's Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, the first game in the Phoenix Wright trilogy.
Oh, hey pal. Mr. Edgeworth came out down the precinct to wish me Happy New Year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoa! Detective Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and right back outside.
Love it.
Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Okay, my own hold your thoughts for a couple minutes. They have a bunch of these.
Oh, okay. How long was this part, I wonder?
Probably really long. Huh? Nick? I haven't seen him lately? Dude, man, I've been working at a cheese shop. That Misty's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's gonna lie right now, yeah?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Are you even really surprised, dude?
No. Also, it's been going on for an hour and 42 minutes.
I knew we should have split, but you know, whatever. This is gonna be a long video.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I remember him! He's busy lately! You know, don't take my up down, but I said I found everything you know! I'm just grateful!
I didn't
here
think
we
we'd
go.
see him. Who's next? Who's next? Who's next?
Oh, this was yours.
Phoenix Wright, the defense attorney for whom I wrote the infidel for. Oh, yes. Oh, you should have known me. I've taken over management of the K1 Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by.
Kasu
I still think he's the murderer in the end.
Probably was.
Oh, you. Phoenix Wright? Oh, yes, me as understudy. I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Oh, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
He's Sugimori. I am butchering every name here, I'm so sorry.
Masakazu Shigemori. Oh god.
Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know that the DVDs are there? You know, I don't know what it means.
Sound effects. Atushi Mori.
I'm gonna assume that's right.
I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I'm sure that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public. Till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kids' dreams, you know. Because, you know, he's a guy in a girl suit. Publicity. Hiroshi Nakaya and Ayumi Tarada.
Open mine finally. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. Sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but I didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She said she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway?
Who are you talking to?
Who is everyone here talking to?
I was going to assume it was Maya, but that ruined my theory.
Yeah, like, it's obviously not Phoenix, because old bag didn't know who Phoenix is. Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? You know, I was talking to the studio the other day. And I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. Dog. This is kind of a shock for a boy my tender age.
Also, the head and the trees are still down. They never fixed it.
They did not.
Producer, Atushi Inaba. It's me. Yeah, I remember, right? I don't know why I'm still here. That lawyer guy. Oh, me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know, that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's a talent. I'm gonna be famous. To be fair, though, it probably was Mia, and that she could actually probably get a job there.
Yeah, probably could.
Executive producer, Shinji Mikami. Aha, there it is. It's Mia.
Yep, there's Gumshoe with the confetti.
There we go. Wait, who's gonna clean up?
Gumshoe. Assumedly.
Gumshoe. Hold it!
Hold it.
Hey, I got
You're not done, buddy.
Oh, I'm not! Yes! There's more!
You're not done.
A brand new episode has been added! Heck yeah!
Trying to spin on whether or not I should have you do this one now, but I'll leave it up to you.
Sweet, there's another one! And it's not called Turnabout anything, it's called Rise from the Ashes.
Which is really jarring. It's the only case in the whole series that doesn't have the word turnabout in it.
Odd. I had my controller unplugged again. Well, I guess we'll see you next time in Rise from the Ashes?
See y'all then. Goodbye.
Oh, chicken tenders?
You done?
Just say you're toasting toast already.
I thought you were doing toaster, toast, toast.
Bye.
Toasters.